I know I'm thinking I'm gonna start testing actually like whipped soaps. Hey Haley, thanks for joining me. All right, so you all are gonna hear me saying hello to everybody. All right, so tonight I've jotted down a couple notes actually for this one. Some of the things that I wanted to talk about, and of course, ask you all if you had any questions. But basically, where do you go for packing supplies and packaging supplies? Of course, I have a one and two answer, and we'll save those for last. But I wanted to share some of the things with you that I found in my research today that you may or may not have known, and see if there's any that you all want to throw out there. And then we'll get into talking about marketing and see what everybody has coming up, and then we'll call it a wrap. All right. And Haley, you know you're welcome to hang out. For those of you that are over on YouTube, Haley is one of my VIP customers, and she's supporting me over on Instagram. So I want to show Instagram some love as well. And I also have Rose hanging out over there. And also Maury is in both. And Haley, I'm sorry, and Victor is on Instagram as well. So I have two audiences watching me, actually three because of Facebook group. All right. And Rose, her comment is, and hey, ES Candle Co., we're trying out something new here, doing the podcast on both. Rose said the chemistry store, if it's paper. All right. And Courtney's hanging out on both too. And she says Uline and Amazon. So I agree with you, Courtney. That's my one and two that I go to for packaging. But let me share with you all some of the other ones that I actually found as well that you may or may not know about. All right. How about most people go to Alibaba and AliExpress? Were you all aware that they also have some pretty good packaging? But I think also what we should do before we start talking about suppliers, still on our journey, how about what type of packaging that you want to do? Do you want to put a crafty spin on it? Do you want to do your logo colors, your brand colors? Or are you just going to go with whatever's on sale and you'll figure it out later? So, those are some of the things that you need to figure out if you are a new candle maker that's watching the replay, following along. We are following a journey. We've got you started in your business. We talked about the types of soap bases, wax bases. We talked about the different types of candles, the different types of soaps. So now we're going to talk about how to package everything up and how to market yourself. Kind of give you some tips and tricks about how to market yourself, because I know you all don't want to hear it, but we do have Mother's Day coming up as well. All right, so we need to start getting ready and advertising for Mother's Day. All right, so some of my ladies over, like I said, Rose on Instagram, she said the chemistry store, and then Courtney chimed in with Uline and Amazon. All right, and over here on Instagram, Rose said she will be okay, no problem. She said she's making the products, but she's supporting in the background, and I really appreciate that. All right, so how many of you have heard of a place called Paper Mart before? How about that? Comment for me in the chat, either chat, it doesn't matter. All right. And with the Paper Mart, how about, and Paper Mart, they sell all kinds of stuff from tins to paper. Jayla said she uses Paper Mart. All right, and I do too. How about Nashville Wraps? How about Nashville Wraps? Has anybody heard of them? And they are out in Nashville, Tennessee, and they are literally what they say. Another very good place. Yep, I do too, Jayla. I use them as well. All right. How about Oriental Trading? Oriental Trading, they're known for their party supplies, party favors, and if you're in the wedding industry, they sell a lot of things, a lot of cute little boxes for favors. If you make wedding favors or gifts, they have a lot of stuff. They also um, keep an eye on them because they offer $20 off every once in a while, and also they will do a $10 credit, and occasionally they will offer free shipping. So just sign up for their email list. Also, I use them for stickers. Okay, Courtney, I'll say it again too. I use them for stickers for just branded logo stickers, you can get 144 for $20. And again, you can use the $20 coupon. So I definitely do that when they have them on sale. And then if you throw in free shipping, I order my stickers from there once a year. Some of my stickers that I use, very good way to find that. And Courtney, that I use for me personally, I use the Favors custom stickers, and I'll be glad to send you that link. And for everybody else, I can put the link in the description below. All right, so that is Oriental Favors. That is Paper Mart. That is Nashville Wraps. I'm sorry, I said Oriental Favors, Oriental Trading. All right, what about Vistaprint? And you're welcome, Courtney. What about Vistaprint? Does anybody use good old Vistaprint for business cards? Also, Vistaprint is good when they have their 40% and 60% off. How about scent cards? I use them too. How about scent cards? How about labels? Because Vistaprint does do that stuff as well. It's excellent to stock up on. And also, I don't know if you're aware, but Papermart and Vistaprint, and of course Uline, they all have the 30-day, the net 30. So you can reach out to each one of them if you're trying to build business credit. Excellent choices there. They all have net 30 accounts that you can set up. All right. Vistaprint also, you can get posters, you can get custom wrapping paper. Vistaprint has a lot of items there that you wouldn't think about. How about for your displays? How about this one? This is one of my secrets that I use. I love this next door, which is eFavorMart. eFavorMart. That's another one for displays. Does anybody use them? All right. How about your local choices? Maybe something local. For example, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Walmart, Target. A lot of people would be surprised about, what they have in terms of displays, what you can use for displays for pop-ups. If you have any big events coming up, the Target's $5 area is amazing. Welcome, Bella Luna. Where I'm actually broadcasting the podcast on here as well, so you're welcome to hang out. We're talking about packaging right now, candle packaging and soap packaging. All right. How about has anybody ever heard of a place called Burton and Burton? I found them online. Burton and Burton. They actually have a lot of nice things as well that would benefit all businesses. And we're not just talking candle and soap right now. I'm talking about all businesses. All right. Jayla said she didn't know about eFavorMart. I love them, Jayla. I get a lot of stuff from them. And they also offer a lot of discounts. If you sign up for their email list, I believe it's 20% off. All right. And Jayla says, I buy things from TJ Maxx and the home store for displays. Ooh, she mentioned a good one. The home store is dangerous. And they have some really good items, like everyday items that you can use for displays. And Jayla, I go in there too. That's one of those hidden secrets. All right. Also, check out, of course, Ross and Marshall's. Don't leave them out. And also, if you have one, if you're in a metropolitan area, you also have what's called at home. And they used to be a store, I'm gonna date some of us here, called Garden Ridge. So they're now at home, and they have a lot of nice things as well. Just like at home, excuse me, just like the home store, a lot of mirrored things. You can get a lot of inexpensive pieces there. And of course, there's the granddaddy of them all. If you're a crafter, you can go to Goodwill. Goodwill has a lot of good pieces that you can pick up for your displays. All right. Hey, Abba. Welcome. All right. So I have Abba over here on YouTube, and I have Lesian. I don't know if I said that right, but welcome and thank you for joining. I'm broadcasting my live stream over here on YouTube, and also on Instagram and Facebook as well. And we're talking about packaging tonight. All right. So what about Alibaba and AliExpress if you plan out? That's good also for a lot of things, correct? What else can we get from Alibaba and AliExpress just for business in general? They carry a little bit of everything, right? You can get your vessels from there. You can get your boxes from there. You can get, your jars. Absolutely. All right. Hello to Objects with a Purpose. We are streaming the podcast over here on Instagram as well as YouTube and Facebook today. So thank you for stopping through and hanging out. We're talking about packaging and we're getting ready to start talking about marketing tips. All right. All right. So those were some of the things. And Courtney, I'm going to run through them again so that you have time to write them down. But before I do that, how many of you actually have a Cricut? How many of you actually have Cricuts that you use to make bags and things like that? And also, Abba added a comment. I've used Alibaba for custom vessels for my massage candles. So if you don't know about, hey, Iante, glad to see you too. And thanks for coming. Hopefully you'll come back. All right. And Abba, yes. And Abba, I need to talk to you too about massage candles. I'll hit you up offline. All right. So here we go, Courtney. So I'm not going to name them in any particular order, but I had mentioned Alibaba, AliExpress. A new one was Burton and Burton. I saw them online. Uline, of course, is a big one. Amazon is another big one. Vistaprint, eFavor Mart, going locally, Hobby Lobby, Michaels, Walmart, in their Walmart's party section specifically, Target's $5 shop specifically. And then we talked about if you have a Cricut. And actually, I just thought about one more. If you have one, I'm sorry about the background noise. That was a car going by. Um, for those of you that live in the bigger cities, another one is called Pop Shelf that I just saw recently. They've got a lot of nice things and they're also online. So that's called Pop Shelf. All right. And Courtney, did that help you catch up? So let me talk to Iante over here real quick. So Iante, basically what I'm doing is I took my room from Clubhouse and brought it over to YouTube and Facebook and now adding Instagram so that more people can participate. And instead of having it for non-traditional candle makers only, I also added soap makers and I opened it up to everybody. So I do this every Wednesday night over on YouTube, Facebook, and I'm adding Instagram as of last week. So you all see me here, and then I have two screens over here. So that's why I'm going back and forth. But you're welcome to come anytime. Oh, thank you. Iante said that's nice and wonderful. You all can't see the comments, but I can. All right. So now let's go to a favorite topic that we all love as business people, right? Iante, thank you. And this next part you'll like. Our favorite thing ever, marketing and advertising. All right. So I just had a couple calls today, as a matter of fact, because I'm gearing up for a huge event that I have later this year that I'm having to learn how to get into marketing and advertising. So if you all can put in the comments, what are some of your favorite things? We all know Facebook and Instagram and the ads monster. All right. And we can actually have a second episode to go a little bit deeper into that if you all would like. I have to call some people to see if they can come because I am not the ads expert. I just learned today actually how to do them. They are worth it though because they do extend your reach out, and I've got to start advertising for this podcast as well, in addition to my own business that I have going on. All right. So from Instagram, Iante says weekly emails to your subscribers. So yes, if you haven't started, get an email list going. You're definitely going to need it, and you get some of the best discounts in there. All right. So how about my ladies that are in the chat over on Facebook? What are you all using for advertising? Oh yes, Iante, we're going to talk about that one next. All right. So while the ladies in the on Facebook are chatting in the comments, what Iante's comment was is Pinterest. She said, I hear Pinterest is great for paid ads, and she is absolutely right. If you are not on Pinterest, I strongly suggest that you get on Pinterest. And Courtney just said the same thing. She said Pinterest and emailing list through my website. Absolutely. That email list to your website is key because, as we learned last year, if these social media platforms go down, how are you going to reach your customers? And the idea is to create a funnel to grow off of social media. Hey, Miss Sparkle, welcome, welcome, welcome. Doing my podcast and I decided to put it on Instagram. So I'm glad that you made it and are hanging out for a little while. All right. Does anybody else have anything that they want to add? Iante over on Instagram says Shopify has a free email marketing solution, and that is right. And that is what is it? Calava. Oh Lord, I spelled it wrong already. Hey Sparkle. Yep. So we do this every week at 8 o'clock on Wednesdays. It's like how we used to do on Clubhouse. So I say I've gone from Clubhouse to the big house now, which is YouTube, and I'm also live in the Facebook group as well. And I need some help. Can somebody help me with the whole Shopify thing, so I don't have to go off of here and go look? It starts with the K. All right. Yep, you stop paying for MailChimp. Yep, I did the same thing. I was going to do MailChimp and I saw it's KL. Hold on, I need to spell it out. Is it Calavio? Calavio? I'm spelling it totally wrong. But they have a really good, and thank you Sparkle. They have a really, yes, Calavio. Thank you. If you go search that, if you have a Shopify, thank you Abba and Courtney. If you go and search them on Shopify, if you don't use them, they are amazing. You can do email lists, you can do SMS text, and that's another thing where you can send out text. A lot of people answer a text quicker than they will an email. SMS marketing is picking up as well. Oh, Shopify has their own. Okay, I didn't know about that one. All right, so there's a couple different options then that you have. And so, in other words, translation, there's no excuse. No excuse for you not to take advantage of the free items that are out there. Abba and Courtney, thank you for your feedback as well. Is there anybody that is in the chat on either side that is currently using TikTok marketing? Because I'm looking at doing that also, because I just got on TikTok. So I'm trying to increase my reach on TikTok. Does anybody do TikTok marketing? So we talked about Pinterest marketing, Facebook ads, Instagram marketing, TikTok marketing. And then, of course, you got your own email list, and we added Pinterest if I didn't mention that one. All right. How about Google? Does anybody use Google? Google My Business. You've also got Yelp if you haven't claimed. All right. Jayla says she's about to start TikTok marketing. And Jayla, me too. Sparkle says on TikTok. Yes, because a lot of us have been putting off TikTok, but actually TikTok has a lot, and I do mean a lot of customers. You can start your own hashtag, which I've done for this podcast as well. And there's a lot of candle makers out there in my area that I didn't know about. And Sparkle, you all can't see Sparkle's comment, but she says she uses Google as well. I need to use Google more, Sparkle, because I haven't really utilized all the things that are available to me. I am just really officially kicking my company off the ground this year because, as you all know, I was on the road. All right, so we talked about social media marketing. What about local networking? getting out there in the community and making your brand known. You have a coupon on your TikTok page? Okay, I'm gonna have to make myself a note to head on over there. All right. And so Sparkle just gave a good suggestion. When you start your marketing, what are the different things that you're going to do to make your customer base aware that you exist? And Sparkle says over on Instagram, she says she goes to vendor events. All right. And she is also part of the Black Business San Antonio. Okay. So there's different groups out there that you can get into. I just started really using also Alignable, and they're pretty much everywhere for all the cities. So that's been very helpful for me talking to some people from there. What about even though we're probably all in 1,000 of them as it is, and let me use this as a plug, we also have a Facebook group as well. It's Facebook groups. There are groups out there for marketing. All right. So definitely, if you haven't, I would recommend that you start a Facebook group, because that will also bring in people, and you don't even have to worry about it, that when they're searching, they'll find you. And the Facebook group for this podcast is Bubblez and Flames Podcast Community. So we keep the conversation going over there. And Sparkle says she has a Facebook group also. I need to be more active in mine, Sparkle. I'll be honest with you. I need to really get back to my customers. And speaking of which, how about word of mouth? How many people find you by word of mouth because your customers have shared how much they love your products, right? So we've got Facebook groups. What did Instagram just add? They just added something. Let's see who says it first. I just started mine yesterday. All right, it's called a broadcast channel. If you haven't started one, go ahead and start it. Courtney got it. Oh, Sparkle, yes. YouTube reviews of your products. And Sparkle, I'm going to talk about that in a second. All right. And Jayla says that's how people find me. And I'll also advertise in certain podcasts in my demographic. All right. So you've got a couple different ideas there. Sparkle, let me circle back to what you just said. This is your first podcast that you have actually joined, but over on YouTube, what I am doing for makers is, if you send me something, I can put it out there as a short to draw more attention as I grow this page. I'm not going to delete the shorts. They will stay out there. The ladies that are in the comments, they know about this. They hear it every week. But if you want to advertise something, just send me a DM and we'll go from there. And I will gladly put it on the YouTube channel. All right. Because that's another way to get eyes on your product. Because I advertise on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I advertise everywhere, trying to get more makers and grow the group just like we used to do over on Clubhouse. All right. So same thing for my ladies that are over here in the chat. Don't forget, especially with Mother's Day coming up, if you want me to put the advertising out there for you, I will definitely get that going. I need to put my own out there as well. I do have one individual, and he's not with us tonight, which is Robert. Robert has sent me a short out there as well. And I put the fact that I had reached 100 views. Now I got a message that I'm at 150 views. So I'm going to put that achievement out there as well. I'm celebrating all the small wins. All right. And if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, can you please go do that for me? It's Bubblez with the Z and Flames with the Z podcast. And I'm out here over on YouTube. And that's all one word together, no spaces. All right. Because I'm trying to grow the channel so that I can go out and away from my computer and maybe come and hook up with you all in terms of in the community, so I can catch you all out and about doing your thing. Sparkle, I appreciate the comment. She said that's amazing. It's nothing like free advertising, right? All right, Miss Rose, let's see. What? Is it okay if I share that with the group? Yes, I do have one. That's why I said DM me and I have more information. Wow. I'm waiting for her to say if I could share. Oh, thank you, Sparkle. Oh yeah, see for me, Rose, you all can make your own products. So let me tell you, and this is interesting. Rose switched over to Instagram because she usually hangs out with us on YouTube. She said, for me, if I if you are asking for reviews, make sure the reviewer signs a contract stating that you are allowed to use their review. Another maker got scammed out of $100 worth of product, and she said the reviewer walked away with free product. And I definitely agree. So for me, I'm going to let you do whatever you want to do. If you want me to review a product, building off of what Rose said, I will absolutely be glad to do that for you, but I will most definitely sign a contract because she is absolutely right. And that happened to me recently, very recently. I've been out of products and I don't have my review. All right. And Rose over on YouTube, Courtney said that is great advice, and I agree with her as well. Um, I learned my lesson over on TikTok. There are some individuals over there who said they would review products for me in a demographic that I'm trying to get into, and they never shared anything. So I appreciate that. And Rose, thank you for reminding me. All right, so we are at the 30-minute mark. Is there anything else that you all would like to talk about tonight? Or do you have, and Sparkle, I'll come back to your comment in a second. Do you have anything that you all would like to talk about next week? If not, we will keep in line with our series that we have going. And let me tell you all what Sparkle said. She said, I've never sent products for reviews. She said, people are scamming all the damn time. And I agree with her because that has happened to me quite a few times. And especially after what happened to me on TikTok, uh, I rarely, depends on the person, I have to vet them first. We'll send out samples anymore because I've spent hundreds of dollars on samples and haven't gotten any orders. So I agree with you, Sparkle, on that. And Sparkle's laughing. You all can't see it. But I mean, unfortunately, as a business person, these are some of the things that we deal with. All right. But for everybody that's on YouTube, Facebook, and also over here on Instagram, did you all have anything that you wanted to add before we get out of here? I'll give you all a chance to answer. And again, for those watching the replay, I really appreciate you watching a replay, and I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe definitely to the channel. My next goal is I'm at 38 subscribers, now 39 with Sparkle. So I need 11 more. Then I can go live from my phone and I can get out and start broadcasting from events. And if you want to be on the podcast, you can either come on live with us or you can pre-record something. So that's another option for you as well. Definitely reach out to me for that. And I've got comments before we go from Jayla as well as Sparkle. I saw Sparkle's pop up first, so I'm going to close out with Jayla's. All right. And Sparkle says she has a lot of people who have reviewed her products on YouTube, but they did it on their own and sent the video to me, which is what I would do as well. And Sparkle, thank you so much. I hope that you come back so now you know where I'm at. We do this on YouTube every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, also in the Facebook group. And then I just added Instagram last week. So this is the first time I'm actually interacting with both. I appreciate you coming too. All right. And let me tell you all about what Jayla said. And Jayla, yes, this is one thing I definitely would like to do. And she said, think about partnering with smaller podcasts. They sometimes have a dedicated audience. And Courtney, my sentiments as well, excuse me. She said, I love that, Jayla, and I do too. All right. So if you decide that you want to speak, and Sparkle, they don't show their faces, just like we did on Clubhouse. The only person whose face you can see is me. Unless somebody wants to come up, I do have a link that I can extend you. The only thing is that if you come up on stage, you have to come on YouTube because they don't have any way to see you over here on Instagram. All right. And to the people that are on both the Instagram live and YouTube, I definitely appreciate it. But anything that you all can do to help grow the channel, I definitely appreciate it, because as I grow the channel bigger, that will allow me to be able to get like the bigger suppliers and things on the channel. All right. Sparkle, thank you for coming over here on YouTube. And Iante, if she's still there, Maury, Courtney, and all the others that are on Instagram and on Facebook. Jayla, Abba, of course, I always appreciate you. And Rose, if she's still on, I know she was making products. Did you all have anything else that you wanted to part with? Because you know what I'm going to tell you all, as always. I'll give you a second to type it in. And if you're watching on the replay, don't forget to, we always continue the conversation in the Facebook group, Bubbles and Flames podcast, Facebook community. You can also put your comments down on YouTube. I promise I answer back. And then also on Instagram, if you have anything that you want to add, Bubbles and Flames podcast does also have an Instagram as well. So you can follow me on there. Or, of course, you can always DM me on Nuts About Candles. All right. And Abba, you know, it's my pleasure. And Abba, I'm going to reach out to you about the massage candles. Sparkle, did you have anything you wanted to end out with? And don't forget, if you're not on TikTok, TikTok is blowing up right now. I'm trying to get some people from TikTok to come to the podcast. And I'm also working on going live from TikTok so that we can all enlarge our communities. And it's easy to do. It's just a button for me. All right. And Abba and Courtney, you know you're quite welcome. All right, Sparkle, have an awesome night. And everybody that's over here in Instagram land and everybody on YouTube and Instagram, thank you all for joining me. And I will see you next week. And I will post the topic on Monday night or next Tuesday, as always. And if you need me, you know where to find me on YouTube or down in the DM on Instagram. And good night. Good night, Sparkle, and everybody on YouTube. Excuse me, on Instagram. Talk to you soon. All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for coming and chatting.